Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed the protector of the universe, bonded to the energy transforming quantum beings that were those weapons and symbols of his station. He fought an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 18, starting our flashback series here. What is it, like the next 7 weeks or whatever? So, starting with Marvel 2-in-1, number 53 from, and I looked at it a couple minutes ago, 1979. This might be the oldest one we've done so far, right? I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think the other ones were like early 80s maybe, but yeah, 79. The Thing and, of course, Quasar.
Yeah.
Project Pegasus Part 1, or The Inner War.
Yeah.
But Matt, me and Will were just talking about some John Byrne art. We're saying that's probably like when we think of the Thing, like visually, Byrne's version is what comes to mind.
I know Kirby is the king and all, but Byrne's Thing is the thing I see when I think of the Thing.
Well, I think with any of them, it's like, what you read first, or like what you what you read the most, or what was your first. You always remember your first, because that was probably some of the first Fantastic Four I read was Byrne.
Oh yeah, and his Fantastic Four run was, it was long. But it was great.
It's like most of the 200s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is a real timeless looking thing. Even the front image, it holds up, and for the very first inner page, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In July too, so it's July now, and it's fitting that our throwback starts. We're taping on a Throwback Thursday. So.
Nice. But once again, a Gruenwald story. Well, Gruenwald and Machia.
Yeah.
This is before he learned karate.
That joke never gets old.
No, it does not. Byrne and Sinnott art, D. Albers letters, B. Sharon colors, R. Stern editor. I'm assuming that's Roger Stern.
Yep, I think so. Yep.
And of course, Jim Shooter consultant. What's that? It's like they hand it to him. He's like, "Yeah, it looks good. Send it to press."
Yeah, whatever. It's all good.
But it opens up with the Thing, Ben Grimm headed flying the Project Pegasus to check on Wundar, who we last saw in Quasar number 4.
Yes, we did, which is really cool.
In the future.
Yeah.
With a beard.
Yes.
Yes. So he brings the what is it? What is that? The pogo plane?
I think so. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yes. Of course, its name is F4.
Yeah. Of course.
But he's flying solo, and there's only really room for one in there. Maybe because it's the Thing. It's a big fellow.
So he lands. He gets greeted by some Project Pegasus, security guard.
Yeah, very standard issue security guard too.
Blue overalls, ball cap.
Yeah.
But he's like, over here, we'll take we'll do your screening and identification. He's like, this body mining isn't proof enough.
Yeah, exactly.
They decontaminate him.
Mm-hmm.
Take his his picture, like his dimensions, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Voice identification.
I love this page with that helmet thing on his head.
I know,
awesome.
man. The Thing says they're even taking fingerprints on my itsy bitsy brain.
That just shows how itsy bitsy his brain is. He thinks a brain has fingerprints.
I know. Sometimes I don't know. For the sake of the story, it seems like they try to dumb the Thing down.
But he's not stupid.
No. I'm surprised he didn't make a crack about, oh man, this is worse than Reed's lab or something. Then we see Myron Wilburn. Remember him? We'll see him in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We get to Quasar 8. And some of the flashbacks too. Project director Gives him his nice shiny white security card. It's white, so he can go anywhere.
Yeah. A small detail I noticed from the panel with the helmet on. Project Pegasus, they work in metrics. His weight is only in kilograms.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
227.2, baby. Oh, yeah.
You work for the U.S. government, people. America. So then Wilburn's like, I'll show you to our chief of security, who comes up behind the thing, and then the thing's like, no wonder you need security here. It's that Crusader creep from Fantastic Four 163 and 164.
Editor's notes, yes.
Meaning Marvel Boy, but...
Yep.
And Wilburn tries to tell him, no, that's not... And the thing's like, I don't know how you undisintegrated yourself.
Which is an awesome line.
And he starts swinging. But of course, it's our boy Quasar. Who, it's weird on page, what is that, page 10? Or whatever that is. He starts leaping out of the way. It's like, why wouldn't he, like, try to, like, use the bands to, like, float or fly out of the way?
Yeah, who knows?
It was so sudden. He stuck up behind him, and boom, they're in it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he's still new at this. The only other storyline was what, the Captain America and the Hulk storyline. Yeah, because he even says, "Oh, he's trying to put me through my paces. Wouldn't be the first time."
See, Captain America number 217.
His first appearance.
That's right.
But he does blast under the thing, and then he says, "Oh, you're trying to give my Tootsies a case of sunburn?" He's like, that's something I wouldn't even let my buddy Torch do. Then he tries to punch him, and of course Quasar puts up a energy shield. And then a cage cages him as he tells him his name. Fun and games are over, sir. It's time you learn the might of Quasar. All bold.
It's a very Mousetrap-esque cage, like that board game.
Yeah. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Mousetrap.
Game of cages.
Yeah.
So he says he's thinking, oh, did I fly off the handle again? Last time I was here, was it Captain America Hog Time? Just like, what's Captain America into?
But then, I don't want to interrupt it with the talking about the advertisements. We could do a whole show on the advertisements. But talking about flying off the handle, and then you flip the page, and it's the Juice, O.J. Simpson.
I know that is so weird when you buy a '70s book and like in the modern day and you flip it, it's like it's O.J. standing there with two kids. We wear spot built just like O.J. So anyway, Quasar drops the cage and tells him, he's the security chief. And then he's like, I think you mistaken me for Bob Grayson, the man who originally wore this uniform. I'm told there's a strong resemblance. That headband is familiar.
That's that headband.
So he gives him the whole story, which we saw in Quasar number 2.
Mm-hmm.
About how they were human. Him and his father went to what planet? Matt, what planet did him and his father go to?
Uh-oh, did we lose Matt?
No. He's thinking. Thought. He's stuck on Uranus.
Oh. He wasn't even here to hear that.
I know. I'm sorry, Matt. So then he says, then I heard he went berserk after his father died, and he went on a rampage. And that's when he overloaded, and all that were left were these destructible energy bands. Again, Fantastic Four 164, 165.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives them the quick Reader's Digest version of they were turned over the shield to be studied by my father. And then you don't get the whole testing thing and the whole aim thing like we got. He's just like, oh yeah, he asked me to test them, and I poured them on, and guess what? They didn't come off.
Oops.
Thanks, Dad. So then he said, I was stuck with 2 alien power bands, so I offered my services to S.H.I.E.L.D. And of course, once again, Cap 217. And that gig finally went bust, and Cap 229 and 230 and Hulk 232. And, of course, the Thing apologizes, and Quasar says, don't worry about it. I enjoyed the workout. Then they run into Tom Leitner, who previously appeared in Marvel Team Up 21 and 42. Very random. There he is.
Sorry, O.J. Simpson killed my internet connection.
Oh, you missed it. Because we were talking about Quasar telling the thing about, oh, you mistake me for Bob Grayson. Him and his dad went to, and I was like, what planet? And then you weren't there. And I was like, oh, he's not there. I'm like, no, he's deep in thought. He's stuck on Uranus.
Oh, that would have been perfect. Oh.
But yeah, then we went through the rest of the origin. I said, we got the real quickie version of Quasar number 1. He's like, yeah, my dad asked me to test out the bands. I slipped them on. They didn't come off.
Yeah. It's really cool, though, that, I mean, this is like his, 6th appearance, something like that. I mean, it's really, really early, and already we find out that the bands don't come off.
It seems like Gruenwald had like a long term. You know, he had most of this fleshed out in his head already. But after they kiss and make up, like we were saying, they run into Tom Leitner, who appeared in Marvel 2 and 21 and 42. So.
Okay.
Every 20 issues or so. Every 21 issues or so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, wait. We need some sound effects here. Meanwhile.
Okay. Because he says he has to go do research. Oh, but look, he strides away to his living quarters in the living module nicknamed New Oshkosh, because wasn't that the town Quasar was from? Oshkosh, Wisconsin?
Yes.
I see you, Gruenwald. Macking on Wisconsin. I see you.
Yeah.
But then Leitner calls the Nith command. Wasn't that once again another like Gruenwald thing? Was like, you know, he loved that Nith. It's wasn't the angler after like the Nith projector or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We have a complication. The Thing has joined the Project Security. I love how the Thing can't visit. He has to like take a job, like a temporary job there to even get in the building.
Yeah. And the shadowy figure he's talking to has a real. I know there's no pet cat next to him. It's a real Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget vibe. Got the chair and everything.
Yes, Leitner. Do what you can. Get me some of those freaking sharks with freaking laser beams on their head.
That's right. $1 million.
He's like, oh, who was that? Robert Wagner. Yes, number 2. But then, meanwhile, hold on. Meanwhile, miles to the south and on the decaying Lower East Side of Manhattan, we get Thundra, who's thinking about it was easier the alternate reality where she came from. First described by Stan Lee in Savage Tales number 1.
Another great editor's note. This is awesome.
Yeah, Gruenwald loved his editors. I love it. Then she sees a mugging of a short fellow who looks even shorter and standing next to Thundra. Because wasn't she like 7 foot or something?
Yeah, she was tall. I mean,
she was like taller than the Thing and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks larger than life in that first panel when it shows all the skeezy buildings around her.
Yeah.
Amongst the trash of New York City.
Walking with a big chain.
I was gonna say, man, she must be strong and tough. She stole off of Luke Cage. Didn't he have a chain in the 70s?
I think he did.
Yeah, around his neck, right?
Oh yeah.
Or was it his belt?
Yeah. I think it was his belt.
Okay.
I think he had both. Actually.
Yeah, no, he had the tiara on his head. Yeah, I don't think it was the belt or something.
And the big V-neck. Oh, yeah.
But anyway, this should interest Matt. The guy that Thundra saves, I guess, is a wrestling. Is he a manager?
Oh, he's a promoter. He basically. This was the pre WWF Vince McMahon, so he was the. He was the man before then, and he has maybe the greatest name we have stumbled upon yet.
Herkimer J. Oglethorpe.
Yeah.
I dare those announcers to say that all night.
Yeah. See, that's why Vince McMahon was able to have so much success. He has a much easier name to say.
There you go.
That's right.
Herkimer J. Oglethorpe, most renowned wrestling promoter in the East.
And you, my exquisite Amazon, you are going to be quite the wonder. So we'll get back to Thundra. What next issue? It's in one of these issues. Yeah,
not the next issue because that was the Deathlock one.
Yes.
Yes.
I've read it several times because it's on my phone. Because as we've talked about previous, I didn't want to spend like $15 on it.
Yeah.
So then back at Pegasus, Quasar's giving Ben Grimm the tour. Says this is our compound where we study people with energy manipulating abilities. Most are incorrigibles, like Silas King here.
I think what's that, Solar?
I believe so. Yes, but they also have Nuclo. Yeah, but then they get the Wondar, and the room's all dark, and Ben Grimm's like, "What? The kid don't even rate candles?" And the female, what does
that mean, by the way? What is that phrase? Doesn't the kid even rate candles? What does that mean? Like,
does he
dark
deserve?
In there, I think. Yeah.
Does he deserve candles? Is he good enough for candles?
Yeah. Or maybe some glow-in-the-dark kryptonite as advertised elsewhere in this issue.
Hey man, paying ads are paying ads.
Exactly.
Especially when you don't have Disney money yet. Paying ads are paying.
True.
Now I think at some point this Dr. What's her name? Jeannie O'Connell. I think she's listed as Wendell's fiance.
I believe so, because like I said,
really?
What is it, like issue 74 or something is like the Christmas issue? Yeah, like he shows up with a genie, and I think he said that's his fiance.
But then never mentioned again.
Yeah, no, after 2 and 1, I don't think they... she just disappears, man. Not even once in that, ongoing series.
Yeah, and then it's never mentioned, Kayla shows up in number 3, so there's...
That would have been funny if he was like thinking about calling Jeannie, then like Kayla, he runs into Kayla and just like, wait, who?
Who? I'm not gonna call her now. Never mind.
Jeannie's not the dresser that Kayla is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of just dipped out for about 10 years or so. So it's just at one point. So. But yeah, what's up with Quasar and Wendell and work relationships?
Yeah. Bad choices. Bad choices.
Don't quantum where you eat, Wendell.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jeannie's telling Ben Grimm about Wondar's in a coma, he's not responding. But of course that's because in Marvel 2 and 142, the boys' alien energy absorbing abilities were being used to tap the cosmic cube until, due to sabotage, Wondar suffered an overdose of cosmic energy. And when Thing and Captain America took off, the paramedics took Wondar into intensive care, alive but unconscious. But of course, I guess his powers, no machinery or lights or anything work around him.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta use that quantum energy in small doses, can't you? Moderation is the key, right?
Yes. So the cube heightened his natural powers, and anything that comes within 10 feet of him shuts down, as we saw in Quasar 4.
Mm-hmm.
Even as his mind seems to have done. And Jeannie said there's no way to tell if there's brain damage because no instruments will work. And she's been trying to work on him the last month. I've had minimal success, perhaps with you here. And Thing tries to, I guess, lift the table, but even his strength blinks out around Wondar.
Yep. I like where he calls himself Unca Benji.
Unca, yeah.
I mean, the Thing should know to have better form. He's lifting with one leg.
Yeah.
Probably with his back. Yeah.
So, if anyone can get through the Wondar, she can, Wendell says. She's the best child psychologist one could ask for.
Yeah, that's weird. Wondar is a grown man. What is he? Child psychologist.
Is his mind childlike?
I think so. Didn't his body age, but his mind
Maybe, because I mean, I didn't read that issue 42. Wasn't he like he was sent here? You know, like a la Superman, but
Yeah.
his body aged, but his mind didn't, or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I seem to remember him mentioning that and coming here as a child, not knowing his origin in Quasar 4.
Mhm.
So Quasar takes Ben Grimm to his living quarters because, of course, he has to have. I guess he doesn't get to leave. He lives and works here now.
Yeah.
Then we see Lightner sneaking through corridors, and he uses his neural jammer on some guards, and he deactivates the security system, I guess, so a shadowy figure can sneak in.
Yeah. A shadowy, lifeless figure.
Ooh.
Because the sensors can only detect a living thing.
He's not life open.
But yeah, that makes a good point. Ben is there now, so what happens if the Fantastic Four need to use the Pogo Jet? It's just
Well, there's 3 others, right?
Or what if
That's
they need...
number 4.
Oh,
yeah.
they each have one. Okay.
Or what if they need the thing for a mission?
Yeah.
I guess Luke Cage is on speed, though.
Yeah.
So after the thing's laying there getting bored, so he starts wandering the halls looking for someone to play poker with.
Chomping on a cigar, which would not fly today, right?
No. No, because even Wolverine can't, I don't think, smoke anymore, and he has like a healing factor. I think they even said the healing factor keeps him from... And Ben Grimm's like, where did Quasar say he hung his hat in here? So Ben Grimm's looking for a hat.
First, they were very loose with their apostrophes, because if you just take one glimpse at the middle of the 3 panels on page 27, you know, it says who, gotta be some schnooks still up, who apostrophe R-E willing to play poker.
Sure.
Come on, Ben.
You got to be careful with some of those words because of old school lettering is not as precise as today.
Yeah.
The kids won't know these words. It's just a secret word. They'll never know.
Yeah.
So the thing thinks he hears something. And from the nearby shadows, 2 eyes, quote quotes, watch and analyze, and an analysis is made.
Yeah. And how could he hear something over that loud musical notes he's whistling? Just big notes.
And of course, on the last page, we see it is Deathlock.
Mm-hmm.
And he's figuring out the thickness of Ben Grimm's epidermis. Compensate for skin's thickness, set Mazer for maximum charge, and prepare to fire.
Next issue, Blood and Bionics, which just sounds really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that he just refers to the thing as quarry, because he's just a collection of rocks.
I had not caught that.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't see that coming either.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I love this. We were talking about this before we got started, but
The map of Pegasus, Project Pegasus here.
that is just awesome.
Yeah. It's deep. Deep underground, and they have a silo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's New Oshkosh right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you could tell. I mean, this is like a Gruenwald production because you either get like a diagram or a science fact.
Yep, exactly. Very cool.
The man loved his work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we even get the what Pegasus stands for: Potential Energy Group, Alternate Sources, United States.
Yeah, it's a big time stretch.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it had to spell out Pegasus. It just had to. So
Yeah. It's a potential energy group. Yeah. They could have some energy. It's like a bunch of people that just took one improv class. They're still learning the ropes.
Well, you know, some senator shows up and wants to see results. They're like, no, we're potential.
potential.
We don't have to.
These are alternate sources, okay? These aren't what your go-tos. But we do represent the United States.
You
That's
think
right.
you could just crack a solar in two weeks? No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, apparently, also representing the United States, Deathlock on page 30. He's
With
got the
his-
big American flag there.
That's right.
Oh man.
Isn't he from an alternate timeline?
Yes, I believe. Yeah, this one, because wasn't there like 2 or 3
Yeah,
different
then there was
versions
one
of
that was
Deathlock?
created like in the 90s in this timeline,
Yes.
I think.
Yes, I believe this one was from the alternate future. Yeah. Because doesn't Captain America go there in like Cap 289 or something?
I think so, yeah.
But it wasn't even Gruenwald. It was before Gruenwald's time. But
Mhm.
yeah, Cap goes see Deathlock and.
I just read a trade of Captain America, and it was basically a few issues before Gruenwald started, and then a bunch of his first run. And it's really cool, and it's really neat. I don't have it in front of me, but before Gruenwald took over full-time, the entire letters page was basically a letter from Gruenwald explaining how excited he was to be doing Captain America and writing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that's awesome.
Yeah, because wasn't he? I think he was the editor on Captain America, and then I think
Yeah,
him and
they
who
switched
I forget who
places.
was writing it, but yeah, they switched places. Yeah, so Grunwald
Yeah.
became the writer, and whoever was writing it became the editor.
Yeah, it was really neat.
I do remember that.
It was the trade with him and Hawkeye on it, where he has Hawkeye's
Yes,
bow and arrow, and Hawkeye's got the shield.
Mm-hmm.
I love most of that Grunwald run.
Oh, that's great.
I remember one of the earliest trades I ever remember buying is like the Hawkeye 4-issue series, which is, and Gruenwald drew that too, I think, didn't he? I mean, he had a lot of help from an inker, I bet.
I'm
But
trying to remember, but yeah, that's right. He did write Hawkeye too. Yes.
I mean, it's got this great ending scene where Hawkeye, it starts off, issue 2 starts off where Hawkeye, he's lost his job. The woman that was posing as his girlfriend, he's found out that she was just posing as his girlfriend. And, you've got this great melodramatic caption stuff going on where, he's been here trying to hit the target for 24 hours and he has yet to hit the target or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's out of arrows. But then some punks attack him and suddenly he has arrows and he kicks their butt and he goes, "Thanks for giving me a reason to live." And then boom, you go off. It was just
And then wasn't it like in issue 1 he met Mockingbird, and then by the end of issue 4 they were married?
Yes, I love that series. It was awesome. That's actually too where he went, where he had to put his hypersonic arrow in his mouth to.
Oh yeah, that's when he
stuff.
when
he
damaged his hearing.
deafened him. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, he was like partially deaf, I think, until like after Heroes Reborn, when they all came back and were like, oh, let's wipe a bunch of stuff out. Hawkeye's not deaf anymore.
No more teenager Tony Stark. No more bug Wasp.
Yeah, no more mutated Wasp. Yeah,
Weird stuff.
teenage Tony Stark. Good Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, 90s to mid 90s. I tell you what.
I hate myself for remembering that. Okay.
Yeah, I know, me too. Must have been some good drugs in the mid 90s. I don't know.
Or some bad ones.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, people were huffing dust off back then.
So, any other thoughts on this issue?
Well, what are some of your thoughts about the whole illustration? I mean, I know people that maybe listening can't see it, but there's some interesting stuff. They certainly go into big time depth. Either side of the silo, there's a lot of things going on. You got some passageways going down. I like the fact that nuclear research is on the same level as maintenance, because if you got to fix it, you want some quick access to it.
Nice. The compound. Dog Patch living module. 3 other living mods not shown.
Yeah, one is called Dullsville. I assume that's where the thing was, because then he got bored and then
Call it Dullsville.
go look at some Huars and play some poker.
I was gonna say I was waiting for him to like look at a map, like he's like lost in a shopping mall, and be like, "Where's where's Pokerville?"
Pokerville.
Okay, if the food court is here.
And Sears is over here. Hang on.
They should have just given him this map when he...
Exactly. I like how down here it's got designers are Markham, Wilburn, and Starr, but then the rendering is by Gruenwald, Orzechowski, and Higgins. So Tom Orzechowski, who's the Walter Simonson super famous letterer, does all the Simonson stuff. Which is really cool. Yeah. And I like how they give a perspective view. It's a corkscrew. That's the loop going around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, we get there's something here about Starcore telemetry. Isn't Starcore like the space station?
Oh yeah. Hey, that shows up in Quasar number 32.
Yes, first part of Operation Galactic Storm, which we will cover all. What is it? 19 parts.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a little aftermath action too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you don't have all the issues of Galactic Storm, go get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we get close to that, maybe we'll put up the list of all the issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it came out in 2 trades, right? Part 1 and Part 2.
I don't know, because I have all the issues.
There's certainly a trade. I went and tracked down all the issues. That was kind of my springtime project. I found them all. But I think that there's, maybe 1 or 2 trades. 2 sounds more realistic.
Yeah, because it was like 30 parts. It was some stupid high number. It was like...
No, I think it was 19. I think you're
19,
right about that.
Yeah.
And there was after the Storm, Captain
That's
America, and one after with Quasar.
Quasar,
yeah.
That's right. Yep, you got it. Yep.
Because I think it kind of tied in, because like at the end of that Captain America Aftermath, they like show Quasar flying off, and then at the beginning of that Quasar Aftermath, they
Yep.
Because of course, both Gruenwald.
Exactly. Tight continuity when you're writing both of them, right?
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
What other rooms do we have in Pegasus? Oh, there's the dog patch living module.
Magma tap. Human research. That's okay. That's where Wondar and Nuclo are. We found cosmic cube in stasis field.
I was going to say, got a cosmic cube room.
There's the pit way down at the bottom, which will come into play soon. The waste converter takes radioactive solids and converts them to harmless substances.
So instead of the hot stone massage room, they have the cosmic cube room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go chill, right? You know, what would be really cool is if somebody could take this and make a 3D, computer 3D of it, because that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Pegasus is still around, isn't it?
Gosh, I don't know. I haven't.
I'm trying to remember. It might have been in one of the. It might have been in the Novus. Was that Pegasus in the Novus series? It was like
When Quasar
2000.
came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
They came
Oh,
back,
yeah,
came
we'll
back in Pegasus.
We'll eventually have to get there, because
Yeah.
Quasar showed up in that Nova series. Yeah. It was like, what was that, 2009 or 2010, something like that?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's right after Annihilation stuff.
Yes. Because besides that, Pegasus doesn't get much play these days.
No, it's a cool thing about the Marvel universe that a lot of people just ignore. We're going to be in New York, or we're going to be.
Well, I mean, I guess it might have been like a big thing with Gruenwald, because like he was writing these issues and the Quasar issues.
But that was one of the things that Gruenwald. He almost. I think it was kind of one of the main goals of Quasar was to visit the weird and wacky and strange parts of the Marvel universe,
Mm-hmm. They need to bring a Quasar book back. It'll never be Gruenwald, but use Quasar to like investigate some of this like stuff we haven't seen, all these Marvel characters and stuff we haven't seen in years.
Yep. When we hit Quasar 13, Stranger's Lab World.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Oh my lord! Can you imagine us naming all them? Oh. That's going to be quite the feat. But no, Mark.
I think I did that, actually. If you look at the Quantum Zone, I think I list all the characters.
Oh, if we still have some Marvel Team Up 113s left, we should.
we do. We're still waiting on an address on one of those reviews.
That I was going to say that could be a contest. We'd be like, whoever can name the most Stranger's Laboratory subjects.
Actually, it was a contest in the letters page, I think, too, because they named them like in 17, 16, somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, that's the good.
Or we should be like,
deep cuts.
if you can name, did they name their first appearances? But
oh wow, I don't know if they did, but that would be cool.
Everyone will be like, that's too hard.
We're not doing that.
That's but even hard to research.
Yeah,
I think wasn't Rocket Raccoon on the Stranger's World?
Yeah, I think he was.
See, kids?
Good things happen when you go exploring the Marvel Universe.
That's right. That's what Gruenwald taught us. But no, I was gonna say, Marvel, give us let us do the new Quasar book. We got a comic book writer right here.
Yes, we do. build off that success. Will.
And we have a comic book writer right here, Marvel. And me and Matt are more than willing to ride his coattails.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll send out the no prizes, and they're all
after midnight only in your 24-hour post office.
Yes.
I'll be like Jim Shooter, the consultant.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll check with you. Is it cool? Is my internet working?
What? Yeah. Let's have him go visit Howard the Duck this week. Okay, yes.
Oh, Howard the Duck. Do you know how much it pains me that Howard the Duck has shown up in a Marvel movie and Quasar hasn't yet?
I know. And Howard the Duck's had a comic book more recently than Quasar.
Quasar? Yep.
Yeah.
Howard
the Duck was the first Marvel movie I ever saw.
I'm so sorry.
I had no idea it was a comic book when I saw it. I was like, oh. There's this movie that makes me feel inappropriate things towards this young 80s starlet.
Supposedly, Leah Thompson said trying to push for like a remake of that or something.
Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I just wish I could go back in time and see a young Matt Kona trying to try out his quack foo in the schoolyard, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Speaking of weird crossovers, or if we were at all, maybe I was just reminded from looking through there's an ad where there's a Spider-Man Twinkies ad in this. I was at the where he deals with Hotshot, his old enemy Hotshot. I picked up a random bin find when I was looking for some of the issues that we're talking about soon, and I found a crossover between Aunt May and the son of Reed and
Franklin
Richards battling Galactus.
Yes.
Marvel team up.
Yes.
But if you haven't read it, it just devolves into a Twinkies ad because Aunt May becomes Galactus's herald.
Wasn't that like Assistant Editors Month?
It was Assistant Editors Month. Yeah. And she just feeds him Twinkies until he exhausts the world's supply of Twinkies. Yeah.
See, Twinkies aren't good for you, man. He's the Ravager of Worlds.
Yeah. Brought him low.
Yeah. That's why Twinkies went out of business for a few years, and then they just came back recently. Galactus.
Galactus.
As well. Yeah.
See,
It's a cover up.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Twinkies, or as I like to call them, the ultimate nullifier.
Nice.
Oh, good Lord, we're nuts. Anything else?
Nope, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the next issue.
Yes. Yeah. So join us next. All right, on YouTube. Watch next episode. Marvel 2-in-154, of course, where that Deathlock final scene pays off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
More Thundra, more Quasar,
wrestling.
Yes, eventually we'll get to Black Goliath,
The Thing,
Wondar. Yes. And what is Leitner up to?
Yeah. Who? Sorry.
Yes.
You know, he appeared in 21 and 42. Duh.
Every 21 issues. You better watch out for 63, folks.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get out of here. If you want to write to us about these issues, if you have any questions, or if you want to know how you can earn a Marvel Team Up 113, take them off Matt's hands, you could always email us, capesoflunatics@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Quantum Zone, on Twitter, @QuantumZonePod, or send us a voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Will, if people want to get a hold of you, especially if they want to talk about this book, Diary of Night, where can they get a hold of you?
They can find me at diaryofnight.com. I'm at Walred on Twitter. It's WALLRED. TheQuantumZone.org is where my great love of Quasar is on display. And, of course, Facebook and wherever. So.
And yeah, stay tuned when you can get the Diary of Night, because we will be doing a review of it. So you can read along while we review it. All right, Matt Kona, who, hey, I just thought you said Howard the Duck was your first Marvel movie. Look what you wear to work now.
Oh yes, I know. I'm
It really had an impact on your life.
My whole life. I'm all about. I wear ducks on my socks every day. I don't smoke cigars, but yeah, you can find me the same two places I normally am, which is outside the teen section of a library or at a 24-hour post office.
I thought you were outside a comedy club the other day.
Oh yeah, I was at a comedy club the other day, and I'll be there again on Friday. So yeah, there you can find some comedy videos. I gotta put some new ones up, but yeah, look me up, Matt Kona, MATTKON. I do a little research. It's not gonna be too hard, and yeah. Just leave a review on the old iTunes, and I'll send you a comic book. But you gotta get us in touch. If you already wrote a review, I don't know where you live. I only sent one out so far. We at least got one that's not accounted for. I haven't checked the reviews this week, but I'm ready to go to the post office at any time. So
that's right. That's right. Get your issues from Matt while he's still in one piece, because he put up a picture. It looked like his wife was going to put the smackdown on him.
Yeah, she nearly did.
I mean, she looks like she's like 110 pounds. It looks like she was going to like kick your butt.
Oh yeah, it's still very possible.
Oh, is she a master of that quack fu?
She is. She's Krav Maga.
Oh, yeah, you don't mess with that. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again for this mostly random nonsense. Hey, man, I love random nonsense. We built this house on random nonsense. Yes,
and Twinkies.
And the foundation goes deep on random nonsense.
Like a corkscrew.
Exactly.
Twinkies. This house, much like your stomach, if you eat those Twinkies, is hollow. So yes, join us next week for part 2 of Project Pegasus. Remember, not life open, death lock. Quasar will be there, even though he's not on the cover, because they had to put a different name on the cover every month.
I miss those old team up books. Were pretty awesome,
Yes,
they just were.
Well, there is a new 2-in-1 with that thing in Torch every month, though.